You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
If Karmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. This is Old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Well, I hope it's better. I really do. Whole thing was a goddamn tragedy, and it was started by the kid that died. But if Karmelo Anthony had been white and the other kid had been black, these same people that are calling Karmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media as standing up. Yeah. Young man, 14-year-old man by the name of Carmack Belton was his last name. Was chased down in South Carolina. Chased. The guy had to chase him and shot him in the back. Guy that shot him was white. Belton was black. That jury said self-defense because he was white. The only reason Karmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken country and Karmelo Anthony was black. Any other way you slice this, it would have been self-defense. We are that broken.
Seen the video on 2 hours. Was it clear enough, or was it fuzzy, or what?
No, it was clear. It was clear enough where you see the actual individual raindrops come by the cameras.
Okay.
That's how clear it is. You actually see them walking up. You see that Karmelo is already up under there. He's under there minding his business.
Dodging the rain, or?
Yeah, it was still raining. You know, right. I'm from Louisville, so that day we were under a tornado watch.
Right.
And we were under thunderstorm warning, and we know we had already had some light rain then, and it started raining again. Then it was over with for the day.
Okay.
So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already, and so during that time when that happened, the twins, their two buddies, and a few other kids, because there was a few kids involved with them, they were all coming from the direction of the middle school,
right,
coming walking back up.
Right.
On the video, you can see those four that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach and kind of distract them a little bit, and then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past.
Right.
The other 4 went and they surrounded Karmelo. You know, if you're Karmelo,
and they showed that on that video.
It's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see him walk.
I'm gonna say little stuff.
I'll put it this way.
Okay.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video, pay attention to this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things.
Okay.
So watch those 4. Here, there are 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4.
Okay.
So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
they actually did jump him.
Yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push. It was all kind of things. But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody swung. But at the same time,
so it's more than the twins that got some licks on them.
4.
So it showed that in the video.
Yes, in the video. So again, you got Hunter and Austin standing in the middle.
Okay.
And you have the light bright boy here, and you have the darker boy here.
Okay.
I think that's what I remember. So I have to go back and think about it. But that's where they were. One was going up and down while they were talking, and kind of pushing, whatever he was doing. Austin and Hunter was in front. So where they're talking about grabbing bags, Hunter actually said that I grabbed his bag.
Right.
And then later on, he said that Austin threw the bag.
Okay.
Jeff also said the same thing. And so that's them both antagonizing. And we know under Texas law, I just have the fear that you're about to do something to me and you can get up out of here. Yeah, so you don't have to touch me. But at that point, he still stood there and stopped there. And whatever they say alleged but said, you don't know that until they get into it here. But once they did that, they started hitting him. Karmelo actually was able to back out and try to get away. So he was actually trying to get away the first time. Austin grabbed him, and you can see his hoodie coming out like this, and they brought him back in.
Okay.
And when they brought him back in, that's when you can see Austin put him in a headlock. You can see that all the rest of them were still hitting. That must be when the poke happened, because he was able to get out again. He backed out. He looked to the right. That's where the other little kid was filming, because they got some cell phone footage too. But that's where he was filming. He looked directly at him in his camera, and then he went this way to the left. He went down. He fell, and that's when they realized he was gone, because they were still punching. And when he fell, that's when they all turned around. They started chasing him. Austin tried to go chase him too, but he grabbed his chest. I guess he realized that something happened to him, and that's when he went down a little bit and he fell down. But all three of them were chasing him. But Karmelo was so fast, he got away and went around to the coach. And so you can see them on the video pointing toward Karmelo and the coach. And I can imagine, because Karmelo was out of the camera on that moment, that he was telling the coach what happened. And then that's when Hunter said he whipped his head around. That's a true statement. He just wasn't sitting when he did. He whipped his head around. You see him on the video. And that's when he walked over to where Austin was. But he never touched him. So all that stuff about him rendering aid and holding his heart, and not, he never did that, because the coach grabbed him and he was holding him. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where the moment went. But they did assault him. And we'll just play the game. Even if it was just a push, you still assaulted him, because it was unwanted. By your own definition in your word of him saying that leave me alone and I'm not going, you assaulted him, period. But they did beat him. And if you look at the, not the photo that Fox 4 put out, because that was one that they actually edited. I have the emails to prove it. But the actual Collin County one, you can see the webs and stuff on his eye. You can see the bridge of his nose is swollen. You can see the webs under his neck. And so that's the reason why they edited the one from Fox and kind of airbrushed it. And you can see they put the locks of his hair that got taken out as well.
This process did is shown that black lives do not matter in Collin County. After Trayvon Martin and so many countless names, it has shown us that black life is not safe in Collin County. It showed us that they did not listen to the law. It showed clearly that a judge interfered in this process. It showed very clearly that a black boy was allowed, not one black soul on a jury. An all white jury convicted him in 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. So apparently, there's some footage of the altercation that took place. It's clear as day. My question is, we see all types of crimes, all types of footage all over the internet. Why hasn't the footage in this Karmelo Anthony case been released? Why the footage haven't been released? Because if the world would have seen that footage, then we would have got to see the true colors of white supremacy being reenacted, reincarnated right in front of our faces on camera with this next generation. We would actually see that the evil that has went to sleep, or rather rocked us to sleep, that act like it doesn't exist anymore, really does still exist. And evil wants to come out and play. And people are tired. They're ready for the true meaning of what Trump said when he said he has come to drain the swamp. This is why I tell y'all to live life as if you want to run and stay dangerous at the same time. Because it's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. See, here in America, you could be cruising down to sundown town and stop and get gas. And little do you know, when it says you better be out of that sundown town before the sun goes down, it's like Count Dracula. When the sun is out, the freaks come out at night. Is you ready? And in America, you never know how that's going to end up. It might end up with some sirens, some lights behind you, pulling you over. You thinking you pulled a traffic violation. Nope. You violated just for being black. Next thing you know, you in the woods somewhere. Your family done put out a missing persons report. And when they find you, well, you got some self-inflicted wounds. This is America. You know the KKK? Well, they smarten up and they don't wear white sheets anymore. Now they are the judges, the lawyers, the district attorneys. It's a sad shame from what that footage shows that I didn't see, but from the witnesses, that boy was in a fight for his life. 4 against 1 with a 2-inch knife. And after he knocked down the biggest boy, 3 of them chased him to the arms of staff. He barely got away with his life. I guess the ancestors was with him. That old Nat Turner spirit. You know, Nat Turner spirit. It's sad. Because there's evil forces behind the scenes working like puppet masters, trying to bring up and wake up that old school evil. The tension between whites and blacks died off, and now somebody is using that magic wand to wake it up. So we looking at each other and we aiming at each other. Meanwhile, Trump still ain't released the Epstein files. Are you not entertained? Y'all stay tuned, because my notifications is not being sent out. They have to suppress me in this algorithm so these rappers can grow and keep you looking in the opposite direction. Are you not entertained? Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Live life as if you want to run. Stay dangerous at the same time. I'm out. To the next video.